Welcome. What if I told you that you should never diet again? Yes, I am a nutritionist and I'm saying that I hate dieting. And I don't know about you, but diets have never worked for me. And if you are in my boat where diets just are not something that you can stick to, you want to listen up and give me a hands up or a thumbs up right now on the comments below, because most people are like, Jen, what are you talking about? How do people lose weight without dieting? And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. I call myself a lifetime, I guess, a worker of diet and fitness. Okay. I've tried everything. I've done almost everything to lose weight, to stay fit, to be active, and so forth. Anyhow, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jennifer Martinez, and my website is Family Fitness and Wellness. Go ahead and check it out. There's lots of information there for you. But today I'm talking to you about dieting, okay? Why I hate diets, why I will never diet again, and why I don't teach people how to diet, okay? So, and yet we lose weight, or we maintain our weight in my case, okay? So here's what I have learned in my many years of dieting. And by the way, I used to do South Beach diet, Atkins diet. Not that any of these things are bad or wrong. I'm not trying to, negative talk anybody else. I've done several programs. I was a huge Weight Watchers fan for a long time before I got married. I was a lifetime member of Weight Watchers. So, Oprah, I'm loving you, girl. Okay. Nothing wrong with Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem, which I did Nutrisystem for some time. Diets don't work for me. They don't work for me. And I remember viciously and intently working on my Weight Watchers program. And I remember calculating points, looking at things, measuring things, and it was a very much part of my life that required a lot of work. I'll never forget, I would go to a restaurant, and there was one place that I used to work in the city that I could go to where I had literally memorized every single item on the menu and calculated the points in my head. Came to the point where I could calculate points in my head. Back in the day, this was a whole new system now for Weight Watchers. So this, I am aging myself a little bit here, but I could calculate the point in my head, and I'd be like, I have like, I don't know, 20 points. That's 5 points and 4 points. Okay, that's 9 points. All right, I got 11 points left. What am I going to use those 11 points for? And I would literally agonize over like, shit, I wanted to go drinking tonight, and that's just going to blow my points out the water. If you are feeling me right now, give me a thumbs up, okay? If you have agonized over a diet and had a social event coming up, give me a thumbs up below, or give me a wave the hand, because I know a lot of you have been there like me. And it would just like, all of a sudden my day would just be shot, because I wanted to go out. My husband and I were engaged and dating, whatever it was at the time. And we were going out. We had no children. We would go to work, and we'd leave work, and we would go to dinner. We'd have a drink and so forth. And, so it was very restrictive and inhibiting. And I remember feeling like I was agonizing over the diet. And I didn't feel like I could live my life freely. I felt like I was in a straitjacket. Like I was trying to reach for the Cosmo, and I was like, oh, should I have the Cosmo? Should I have the margarita? Do I really want to drink my point? It was agonizing. And that for me was one of the signs that I realized later in life, after my lifestyle changed, that I couldn't continue to do long term. Okay? So one of the things that I learned is that I cannot do restrictive diets. The minute someone says you can't do this or you can't do that, my mind automatically wants to do that and wants to do this. Okay? And so if you tell me no chips, no Oreos, no baked goods. I'm going to bake 100 cupcakes. I'm going to eat a whole sleeve of Oreos, and I'm going to eat the whole bag of chips in bed. That's just how I am. That happened to me when I did some of the other restrictive diets like Atkins, South Beach, and those types of diets. It was not for me. So the minute someone told me not to do something, I went ahead and did it. Maybe my mom can attest to this. I'm just like a rebel without a cause here. But I hated dieting. I hated having to build my life around the diet. So one of the things that I learned is that I would put off diets, and maybe you're in the same boat, and tell me if you are. I would put off diet because I'm like, I can't do that this week because I have a work event, Christmas holiday parties, barbecue coming up, wedding coming up, my birthday. I'm not restricting myself on my birthday, okay? That's just how it is, okay? So what would happen is I would postpone the diet to after that event. And then there would be another event, and I would postpone it till after that event. Or I would do one day of this, and then I'm like, oh no, 4 days straight, I got stuff going on. So I'm not going to diet again until 4 days later. There's always something coming up in life. We always have events. And if you're a parent, you always have stuff going on. It's not always easy to plan your diet around these social events. It's not always easy to plan your diet around kids who eat snacks that are probably not on the diet plan, right? So I figured out that for me, and for you maybe, it was easier to create a lifestyle that meshed with mine, okay? And for me, I realized when I started helping other people who were like me, that it was easier to create one habit that kind of jived with the lifestyle the person had. At this point in my life with 3 children, school age, we're very busy. And I don't have the time to sift through and study, calorie values and point values and things like that. I need to go with like something that's very flexible, something that's very simple, and something that's easy to incorporate into my lifestyle, which is very busy. So that's how I feel about it. And one of the things that I remember a few of my clients telling me was like that they never felt like they had to wait until something happened before they could start doing the things that I asked them to do. Everything that I had asked them to do as part of the weight loss program was, okay, I can do that. Like here, I could do that in Mexico. I could do that at a wedding. I could do that at a bar, wherever it is that they were going. These things that I was asking them to do really allow them to live their life. And it was a little bit of that freedom without the guilt. So one of the things I tell people is we're creating habits. We're not creating lifetime dieters. Okay, that's not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I do not want to diet for the rest of my life. Because what happens with restrictive diets is, yes, we see results immediately because of the calorie deficit that we create as a result of the restrictions. So, yes, we get results, we get success, but then what happens? Your life goes back to normal. You go back to your lifestyle habits. So the diet has not become a habit because it was a short term. It had a beginning and an end, and therefore you have not been able to create a habit that has incorporated how you live your life. Therefore, the minute you end that diet and go back to your lifestyle habits, guess what? The pounds will come back on, okay? So coming from a career yo-yo dieter, I can tell you with all, confidence that creating habits that last your life and that go with your lifestyle are much more successful than having a diet that starts and ends on a particular day. So what has happened with some of my clients is that we've created small habits, and over a period of time, these habits have stuck and we've created new ones, and you build on those. I've become, how I eat and how I live today is very different than how I lived and eat when I started changing my eating habits 5 years ago, changing my fitness habits 5 years ago. And I have realized that it is a matter of creating things that work with my life and the demands of my life that have successfully been incorporated into my life, right? If brushing your teeth was not convenient to do first thing in the morning, we probably wouldn't do it. Okay, and those are the types of analogies that I need to make with people. You brush your teeth first thing in the morning because it's easier than, leaving to work and coming home to brush your teeth, right? Or taking your toothbrush to work. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth. It becomes a habit. You've done it most of your life because you started, hopefully, as a child doing that. So those are some of the things that I work on in my program. I hope you guys can join me next week, because next week I am doing a whole 1-hour webinar live on YouTube and in my private Facebook group. Maybe I'll do it on my Facebook page. I think I might do it on my Facebook page. But anyway, I will let you know. But join me next week, Wednesday. And I'm going to do a 1-hour program breakdown on how to lose weight using 3 simple, easy steps. Okay, I hope you join me. If you like what I had to say here, hop on over to my website, familyfitnessandwellness.com, and grab yourself 7 recipes for dinner this week and, have at it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Be well, be safe. Good luck, everyone. Take care.